I'm doing good, Bryce, and yeah, you're right. It's a great weekend, a great day to get into the water and cool down a little bit. Temperature's going to be back in the 90s, and yesterday we hit 98 in Greenwood, 94 in Greenville at our official recording stations here in the Delta. It was a very hot day. Those heat index values pushed near 105. No records were broken and no precipitation was recorded. It was another dry day, and we've really had a lot of dry weather lately. High pressure has been pretty dominant over the southeast. There's been showers to the north, and there's even some showers into western Arkansas, but none of that has made its way into the Delta. Also, we have a tropical depression now into the Gulf of Mexico. That's not going to affect our weather, but it will make for a nasty beach day for many locations along the Gulf Coast, from Mississippi to Louisiana all the way back to Texas. Taking a look at the radar, again, there's those showers streaming in. So a lot of those Mississippi beaches getting in on that rain action this morning. And taking a look back to the west, some heavy rain has been falling. Pretty isolated area of heavy rain just to the west of Little Rock, and here in the Delta, nothing going on. It's another quiet morning. Temperatures are in the 80s, however. It is warming up quickly. 81 in Clarksdale, 81 in Greenwood, 80 in Jackson. We're in the upper 70s into southeastern Arkansas, so plenty of warmth across the region. And as we track out the rest of your Tuesday, temperatures quickly into the 90s by this afternoon. A couple of those little bubble up showers here and there will be possible, but overall, not going to see a whole lot of action today. About a 20% chance of rain, even lower in some locations. And taking a look at your overnight forecast, low to mid 70s, right back into the 80s. So we're going to do it all over again tomorrow. However, we are going to have a little more moisture to work with. And notice there's actually some showers and thunderstorms showing up tomorrow afternoon on our future tracker. So not everyone's going to see rain tomorrow, but definitely a better chance than today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get some relief, because it's been over 2 weeks just about since we've seen any rain here in Greenville. Now, there's been other communities who have seen rain since then, but again, we haven't had any widespread rain in a while, and today going to be no exception. Only about a 20% chance of rain across the board. And over the next 6 days, not a whole lot going on through Monday, but Tuesday into Wednesday in the middle of next week, things are looking like we're going to see a little more rain in the forecast. So that's something that is definitely to look forward to. For me, particularly, I could use a couple of rainy days, and that will also keep those temperatures out of the mid 90s and into the lower 90s heading into next week. So again, could have a little bit of a change coming up, but no major cool down. We're still going to keep those 90s in the forecast. It is summer in Mississippi, so I wouldn't expect anything less, but the temperature outlook now showing average temperatures heading through the first week of August, which means lower 90s, which definitely manageable, better than the mid to upper 90s that we dealt with a little bit earlier on in the year. But there is some activity going on in the tropics now. This could potentially become Tropical Storm Hannah. Yeah, Hannah, there we go. That would be the 8th named storm of the year already. So we're moving right along. Notice that high pressure that I talked about earlier. That's going to block this from moving up into the Mississippi River Valley. It's going to go straight into southern Texas, likely become a low-end tropical storm heading into Friday and Saturday. And this is going to move pretty much to the southwest. So not going to affect us, but it is going to make for some rainy beach weather along the Gulf Coast, at least for the next couple of days. And there's also almost a hurricane now, tropical storm still at 65-mile-per-hour sustained winds. Gonzalo is now making its way towards the Windward and Leeward Islands. Also, Barbados has a hurricane watch, so this is likely going to become a hurricane later on. Would be our first hurricane of the season so far, and this is our 7th named storm, and this is going to continue on a westerly track, moving into the Caribbean, heading into early next week. Some of the models have this moving into the Gulf of Mexico, which potentially means we could see impacts at the end of next week. But again, there's a lot of uncertainty with this. This does look like it's going to weaken a little bit as it gets into more unfavorable environment over the Caribbean. So a lot going on with this. We'll have to continue to monitor it and see what's going to come over the next couple of days. But no tropical influences on our weather today. Highs of 94, spotty showers possible. Heat index values back near 105. Tonight, lows of 76, mostly clear and mild. Tomorrow, we'll do it again. A better chance of some scattered showers. Highs of around 93, and through the next 7 days, keeping that rain in the forecast, especially heading into next week. It looks like we'll see a little more rain coming into the Delta. So, Bryce, just for some reference points, we're only 61 days away from fall, so